Hello everyone, and we are back to the video games. We have with us a game that, I'm gonna be honest, I've heard of. I don't know if I've ever actually seen. But we have Minish Cap, Legend of Zelda. Take it away, Rom-Steïn.
Hello there. Welcome to one of my favorite combinations, Randomizer and Bingo. Thank you, iBot, for being with me. So,
well, happy to.
We got a long way with Minish Cap Randomizer. There have been multiple tournaments, but Bingo has not been played that much. I won't spend too much time. First, I want to shout out the French stream, and especially Deoxys, because Deoxys is the person who made the map tracker, which I'm going to be using. So thank you, Deoxys, for that. If the host can confirm me what are the states of the bid was for the file name and language, I think it was looking like no options submitted. If you can confirm that.
Confirm for the
file name and language choices.
We had language and file name.
Oh, I didn't realize that we had a bid word on
I don't see any bids for either.
Yeah.
On the public page.
Yeah, looks like it's your choice, so.
Okay.
I know we did a poll for the music pack.
Okay, so iBot, say stop.
How about you stop now?
Okay, English. And
right.
For the file name, since it's going to be my choice, I'm going to input my sister's nickname because today is actually her birthday. Okay, we're not going to take too much time for setup. I'm just going to connect my auto tracker now, which I couldn't do it before loading the seed. Alright, it will be taking 3 seconds. Yeah, once again, auto tracker made by Deoxys. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, so just count us down and let's get going.
Okay, so let's make a countdown. Bingo card will be revealed at the same time for me. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm seeing some very mean stuff on the board.
I'm now only seeing the board, so what's mean on this board?
4 elements.
I don't remember how bad 9 unique Zelda beetles are.
Okay, first, would you be kind to explain the category for this run?
Sure. So the category is most goals in 2 hours, so we just have a fixed time limit. We are trying to get as many goals as possible. I guess it's the schedule safe variant of a blackout, where if we don't get to a blackout, we are not going over schedule.
Yeah.
Yes. So bingos, like lines, don't actually matter here. We just need to get the highest number of goals.
I just did
which
that.
Some of the goals are definitely easier than others.
Yep.
A lot of them, because this is a randomizer, do also just depend on where the items are. So for some of the goals, you can see that's like obtaining specific items, so like light arrows, mirror shield, 2 bottles, small keys in various numbers. 4 elements is the elements. I'm assuming
They're on dungeon
forgot
bosses.
to check the settings. They are on dungeon rewards, so
Yep. Oh, by the way, dungeons, they are not at the vanilla locations. They are
so dungeon
shuffled.
entrances are shuffled among each other, so I don't actually know how that works with the map preview for the elements, whether it shows the element that you find at that entrance or at that dungeon.
I will explain when we get to that.
Okay. But yes, so what I was saying before, like there are some obtain this item type goals. There are some goals that are just obtain this location, like the item from Great Blade. That's one of the sword masters that gives you an item if you learn from him.
Yeah,
First, that's randomized, but we don't actually care what's on there. We just need to get the spot.
which one is Great
But then
Blade?
there's
Which one is Great Blade?
Great Blade is North Hyrule Field, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
So, and then there's some goals that are just unrelated to items, like the kill 9 unique Sizzlebees, kill Nigo, or kill a Peerhead. Those kind of things.
Yep.
So yeah, there might be some synergies here, like if there's an element on Octo, then you make progress to one goal while completing another goal, things like that.
Yeah. There's just one thing I need to specify. In the community, I'm kinda known for not liking glitches very much, which means I very mostly stay glitchless. Today's an exception.
Okay, this is good glitch run. Great.
I mean, not heavily glitched, but I may allow myself some cool glitches that I am not struggling with.
Yeah,
it depends
I mean,
if we see the Ocarina early or not, which I don't really get Ocarina early often.
I mean, we can hope, right?
That's
but
not
yeah.
the boss key I want. Yeah.
To be fair, Octo is a goal.
Right.
So that's not the worst boss key you could get.
Yes. Okay. So,
So
map
yeah.
check. Castle entrance, not elemental. What? Not what I wanted to do. So it shows which entrance has an element, not the boss. So castle entrance, no elemental. Cloud tops, not elemental. Lake, not elemental. So Dark Castle is randomized along one of these.
Okay.
Boo!
That's not random.
Oh, I do have the basement chest. So Dark Castle is barren under my settings. It can quickly be overwhelming, especially when it requires the Force Sword. So it's barren. I just open the chest to get my goal.
Yay, first goal down. If we keep going at this rate, let me check the timer. So, if we keep going at this rate, we will manage to finish all goals in, what's 5 minutes times 25? That would be just over 2 hours, so you need to pick up the pace. It would be 5 minutes over 2 hours. No, but yeah, the way this kind of stuff goes, there is a lot of setup where you have to open, and at some point you will just also start getting stuff more quickly. 2 hours is a bit tight to full clear the seed if it did come down to that, but some of the longer stuff, like given that Palace, for example, is not an elemental entrance, you might not even need to go up there, which is one of the longer ones to get to.
So one thing, yes. What is randomized? Yes.
Yes.
Basically everything that can be a goal, I chose to randomize. So golden enemies are randomized. We are including what we used to call obscure spots. So digging items, underwater items, and pots that have a unique collectible flag are randomized. That's why some goals are actually inaccurate because they haven't been updated since. All 23 Minish Woods location is actually not 23, so just consider that as full clear Minish Woods locations, and so on.
Which location? Oh yeah, there's the golden enemy that was not counted back then. Yes.
Digging and underwater were not a part of it yet, actually, as well.
We did not include those for the intended bingo settings when we made the goals now.
Link, please.
Yeah, but like, those were just a choice not to include them. I don't think golden enemies were even able to be randomized when we first made these bingo goals.
Alright, so those are grabbable items. You can grab items with like Boomerang, Gust Jar. It's out of logic,
Yeah.
but I like the boots early.
Yes, so you might notice that we didn't pick up the boomerang that was the starting item, just to make that possible. In the vanilla game, you can grab some items like that, but only like rupees and heart refills and stuff like that.
Yeah, rupees and
So
emanations.
there's a setting for the randomizer to be able to grab all items that way that are like free-sitting invisible items.
Oh, and we can dash as a Minish as well.
Yeah, okay, that's fun. That's also not a thing you can do in vanilla. But yeah, it is. Well, it's a thing, but like there is code in vanilla for it, so it isn't a thing that someone for the randomizer completely wrote from scratch.
Yeah,
But
boots are also
it is
mapped on
not-
L, by the way.
yeah, okay, so you have boots on L.
Yeah, because in the vanilla game you actually have to equip the boots to be able to dash.
Which makes a very, very minor difference in, I think, some precise setups where it takes 1 frame longer to activate boots on L, but if you're saying, like, you're only doing some glitch that you're not struggling with, I don't think we're going to see those sort of things today.
Basically, you see portal item in Fortress. I do struggle with it if I don't have the remote bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's the kind
Yeah.
I was... Okay, that's
Well,
another
the
thing
boot
I did.
setup thing matters for Lake House, which I don't think.
That's another thing I did by the randomizer. Home warp. When you don't
Yeah,
have
home
Ocarina,
warps-
home warp is your friend.
Yeah, home warp is like both a convenience function, as like quick warp is, and also a like very general anti-soft lock feature that was made in preparation for. Hopefully, at some point we will have like full entrance rando, where you might otherwise be able to get to places that you can't get back out of. Home warp just lets you ignore that problem when writing logic for entrance rando by saying, well, you can home warp, so you can just get back there from the start if you need to go back somewhere. Which is convenient,
Please.
but yeah, it's also just a nice quality of life
Okay,
feature.
golden ropers. If you don't have the boomerang, it's hard. Same for the tektites.
I mean, even with the boomerang, those are not, like, they are still very annoying, right?
Those mobs on the left are not required. They are called acro bandits. As for enemies, I think I only need to kill P-hats and the unique Skissos beetles
There's an Igor roll,
and an Igo. Yeah.
yes. But yeah, I think those are the enemy goals, if you don't count Big Octo as an enemy, which... You do also need to fight, I mean, get hit by a cat, but...
Yeah, I think I cannot do that yet.
You do have a cane.
The cat on the bridge does not attack you.
No, you can get...
I
Oh
can-
yeah, no, you can't get to there.
I need a bottle in either way. Either
You need
the-
a bottle to be able to put out the fountain, yes.
I cannot do that.
The
Oh, I'm a...
fireplace.
Okay, yeah, no. The check above. That's the hype cave. So remember when we said a lot of things were randomized. Rupees with collectible flag are randomized. So there are some grottos in open fusions. The Kingston fusions are already completed, but they are called hype cave.
Yeah, so in vanilla you just have like 5 rupees on each of those spots, but since it's randomized, those are very item dense spots.
That's 2 bottles.
Oh, that's the second already. Great.
Yep.
There's a couple spots like this. Yeah, if you were wondering why Rom entered town just to leave it again right away, that's to set the quick warp, which is the last area you enter basically, where it shows like the area text, it saves that position. It would be where you save warp if you save and quit. Quick warp just makes that a lot faster, so you don't need to quit out of the game and then re-enter it. We do that like all the time.
Yeah, sorry, my control is acting a bit up. Yeah, what's
Yes,
a good
now-
randomizer run without a bad controller?
Yeah, I mean... so now we're doing the town minute checks where we were talking earlier about getting hit by a cat. Since Rom did get a bottle, we can do that. But there's also just a couple other checks in the town Minish area that are when you go the other way, basically, in a row. Oh, I guess we're not continuing there, sure.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
it's a
you
bit
have the cane,
faster.
it's way faster to do this, yes. So there's multiple... depending on what items you have to gain access to, like, Minish stuff in town, it changes what order you want to do stuff in. Oh, does that cat attack you? Okay, it does.
Does it answer your question?
Yes. I would have gone for the fountain ones, but sure.
I don't want to go to fountains yet. It's a bit
Yeah.
slower, and I cannot do all the checks there yet.
Yes, you can. I can't. So that, yeah, then. Yeah, I didn't think about that cat at all. Because it's not usually when you have, like, the fountain one does hit you if you just try to go there and don't try to get hit, so it's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah, the second cat generally hits me every time. Okay.
And yeah, then there's one more check in this set of town Minish stuff back here in the hearth.
No, nothing. Yeah, I'm
So
going
let me
to right
think
click some
about
stuff
what
on my
else there
map
is
so that
to
you can
do.
see what is not required as well.
Sorry?
Yeah, since you can see my map tracker as well, I'm going to right click some stuff to indicate it's not required. I don't do this like right away, so...
No, don't worry about it. Like, I will try to just remember what stuff we have gotten from there.
Going to set up my quick warp. I should have actually set it up on the left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to the western field after that.
Sure. I guess bomb plus granule is an option.
I'm not going there yet, but I'm still extinguishing the chimney. Taking back some water to prepare for Mont Crinal.
Yeah, so for Crenel, the one thing that would unlock a whole lot of checks there right now would be bombs. And not a bomb refill, but an actual bomb bag. But since we did get the grip ring quite early, that does also just open a bunch of checks on Crenel.
And it's also habits
There
from...
is an element dungeon there.
Yes, I have an elemental dungeon up there. That's true. So it's a bit of habits from reading Sid's logic. In the forest, I got the cane, I got grip ring at the same location. I'm thinking, yeah, pretty sure there's something up there.
That is easy Cable Flames access, like, or Cable Flames entrance access. So, there's a good chance that either there's something just on the mountain here or in that dungeon. Which we don't know which dungeon it is yet.
I mean, we know it's not Darker Castle because we found it already.
Well, yeah, it's not Darker Castle.
Yeah. It's an elemental dungeon, I can tell you.
Yes, we did see that there was an element in there. Which there is a goal for elements, so that is a direction to go. Of course, this is key sanity, so even if there's a dungeon there, that does not mean we will be able to complete that dungeon, no matter what dungeon it is. Like
glitches.
A lot of them would need more items anyways, but also... Yeah, I guess, but... I don't know, I think even with glitches you would still need a bit more. Deeper Shrine is the first dungeon in the vanilla game, so it is the one that has like the least item requirements, but as you can see there's a locked door there quite early.
Yeah, one check and we're done.
Then, yeah. So we don't have further things to do here right now.
I can climb the wall.
You can climb the wall to the beanstalk. That's probably the most items in one spot.
Yup,
get
15
right
items in one spot. Unfortunately, I do not have the mold mitts to dig here. There are 10 digging spots in Narrow's mines. Sag.
I mean, we'll probably be back, right?
Yeah, we'll be
There's
back.
also a lot more spots in Deepwood and so on.
Finding Deepwood
The
Shrine
more
is
annoying
good.
spot to get back to with the moments is going to be up the wall on Trail, where there's a dig cave if you go up the wall and then back down a ladder, but...
Finding Deepwood Shrine is good because I do have to do the Mother Pillar there. So it's good to know for later.
Yeah.
It's close to an Ocarina Warp Stone, so if we find the Ocarina, it's an easy goal to get once we have the keys.
Yes. What do you need for that? Do you just need keys? Is it just...
Yeah, keys to access
Yeah,
the back, because... Yeah.
yeah, so it's either one key and gas jar or two
Lantern.
keys.
No, not gas jar. You have to have the lantern to burn the web from the other side.
Oh, right. No, I was thinking gas jar to go around the key check.
Deepwood Shrine
Dropping
keyrings
down
are
the
2
barrel.
keys, by the way.
Hmm?
The keyrings in Deepwood Shrine are 2 keys per 2 keys.
Yeah, so you either need to go right from the barrel room or down through the barrel.
Yeah.
For the latter, you need the gas jar. For the
Right.
former, you need an extra key.
Right, gas jar for the cobweb.
Yeah, so it's either gas jar for the cobweb or an extra key.
Or lantern.
Or lantern to burn that cobweb, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I wanna hear some hype in the chat. 15 items in one spot.
So, that gonna be anything good? Okay, magical boomerang was not on there, was it?
Not required, but technically some grubbable items are easier to get. Like, I can get the freestanding on the lake with that, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I guess we do have lake access.
What's holding back right now is the bomb bag.
Yeah, bomb bag is usually quite an early item. Where it's a bit weird that we haven't found one yet. There are progressive items, and there's, I think, 4 bomb bags in this game. So, chances are you're going to find one of them early. But yeah, like the later ones that you can find would just upgrade your carrying capacity. So with the first one you can carry 10, then 30, then 50, then 99 bombs. What do we have here? There's a few more checks here in town.
Yeah, the cane locks the pot in the school town. There's a check on the roof above, 1 check in the school garden. 1 free... locked by the
I
full
guess-
sword are 4 items, and one of them is a freestanding, which I can spy.
Yes, so we're going to look at that freestanding item and pick one up on the way. Then I guess there's the 2 checks in the courtyard. And then I guess the direction would be going towards lake.
Okay,
in
chat.
Northern Minish.
I'll need you to count. That's
Oh
1.
yeah, scissor beetles.
Yeah, that's a skissel
That is
beetle.
1 scissor beetle.
I have to kill 9 of them, 9 unique ones. I'll need you to count for me, okay?
Yeah, the fun thing about those like kill n unique enemy type goals is that we made the goals like thinking about, okay, where are those? And after we had made them, we considered, well, there's Simon's. So I don't think those are counted, so you can just cheese the goals a bit by going for Simon's simulations, which is a mini game, I guess, where you have some fights and Of course, doing the same fight twice wouldn't count as multiple unique instances of that enemy, right? But
Yes. And by the way, do you know what the worst goal is of that type?
do you mean the Dark Knights one?
Yes, kill all 14 Dark Knights, because 3 of them are locked by Dark Hill Castle, Boss Key, and Force Sword, because that's basically the final boss rush.
Yeah, but then you just do Simons. There's 2 fights that have like 2 and 4.
It's
Dark Knights,
Randomizer,
right?
it's forcing the easiest stage on
Is
Simons.
it? Are you using the setting where it's forcing the easiest one?
It's not a setting. Simon's simulation is
We changed
always...
that at some point, right?
No,
Where
it's
if you
just
already have the item and you go back in, it cycles through.
Really?
Yes. Otherwise, like, Bingo was always a rando thing, and I'm pretty sure we did cheese them that way because, again, like we thought only about, oh yeah, it's the easiest one,
Yeah,
but then we
it's-
afterwards were like, well, if you could get the other ones.
It's just that previously, in the earlier versions of the randomizer, you would actually need to be careful about when you do that Simon check, because the difficulty would increase gradually according to your progression, which was scaled on the
in
vanilla
vanilla,
requirements.
more fights get unlocked as you progress through the game that are then options for Simons. In the randomizer, I'm pretty sure it just will give you always the easiest fight until you have the item, and then it will just cycle through them in order.
Okay, well,
So it's not random at all.
I am learning things. I didn't know it was working
Okay,
like that.
yeah, no,
Thank
that definitely makes that Dark Knight goal a whole lot easier if you...
Yeah, because
like,
that's...
it wasn't intended when the goal was written, but like it's...
Yeah,
fine
it
if you
was
do
not
it.
intended because yeah, that's 1 or 2 extra. Why am I doing this? No, why?
You already got this, right?
No, I wanted to give the key.
Oh, yeah.
That's my access to the back of the ranch and the northern part of the forest.
Yes. So,
Yeah, Lolon key access, that's quite rare to see. You generally get access like flippers, mitts, or even better, the cape. No, it's...
or Ocarina.
Yes.
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 Ocarina is also a good one. The Lake Crest that you can walk to with the Ocarina in Lake is the only one that gets unlocked by default. That's again a vanilla thing. I think for these render settings you had the Town Crest unlocked by default as well, since it's
Yes,
just a thing you can do in
Crest.
3.0 anyways.
The vanilla ones, basically, Town and Lake. Lake is always enabled by default in the vanilla game. Town, we just chose to enable it because it's accessible in the very first sea anyway. That was already the case under the previous versions of the randomizer, back when we didn't have the choice yet.
Yes. It just takes one more chore out of like doing your town checks in the very beginning where you used to need to go just talk to the crest real quick. Where that doesn't really help anyone having to do that. So that is the item that Rom mentioned earlier that is accessible with the magical boomerang. Remote bombs are not a bomb bag, right? That isn't
No,
changed.
they don't give you bombs. It shows in
So,
your inventory
We now
with
have a
0
bomb
bombs.
icon, but we have a maximum capacity of 0 bombs, since we don't have a bomb bag.
I can't believe that's my actual access to the rest of the map. Through the tornado like vanilla game.
Yeah, with the cane the way it's supposed to be. You don't see this in random very often.
Yeah.
It is the vanilla way of getting access to like northern Minish woods. It's yeah. Again, usually you just have something else to do that earlier. And yeah, there on the left is another few open fusions checks. Well,
Yeah.
2.
So
Where in the usually in the vanilla game to get to the pictures at the end of this cave, you would need to use with for each Goron that you will see there. It's a separate fusion to get them into this cave and like help break down some walls. Where you can see like there's 2, then 4, then 6 Goron icons here where there's some broken walls. All of that's completed ahead for us in the randomizer with these settings.
Yes, that's also how you unlock Big Goron in Vanilla.
Oh, is it? Interesting.
Yeah. By the way, Big Goron is indeed randomized here. Pure shield requirement, so you need his vanilla item to get the reward, just like Tingle Trophy in the randomizer. Bomb bag on Syrup. Wow.
Yeah, so there's our bomb bag. Oh, dash attack, nice. Yes. So now we can go back to Brenner, basically, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's a few other things, like there's the Bellari area that you should probably do while you're close, and a few checks on the way, but like the big group of checks that unlocked is Lower Krendel.
Yes. I'm going to do them now because I do need to, clear the forest locations. So I prefer to do them now so I don't forget. I do have to go through the south, though, the southern entrance.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's going... Oh, Gust Jar.
Hey!
That is a great find when we're going to go back to Krendel since... Well, I guess we don't have a key still for Deepwood. What else does that do? Does it do anything right now?
Griggle?
Uh,
Do you remember how we used to call Griggle's check in the community?
Putting me on the spot now.
We are going to save Old Man Myth.
Yes.
So, to explain the joke, one of the most active and how should I explain it? One of the people who made the randomizer famous and bring a lot of activity is Myth. He is a rando runner and a speed runner.
Yeah, he's run Minish Cat on GDQ. He has done on Pyrot stuff. He has done Rendo stuff. He's very active in the community.
Yes, huge shout out to Myth. He made a lot of people start running this game. He made a lot of strats accessible as well. Explanations, guides. Really, a lot of thanks to Myth. There are a lot of people I could shout out during the run. Mainly Dreamy, one of the devs who is really the reason why we even have a 1.0 at the current time. A lot of work was done by Dreamy.
Well, hey, speaking of Deepwood Smokies,
is that Pillar accessible?
You said it's 2 keys, and if you use them at the start,
I have the Gust Jar.
Pillar, and you use the Gust Jar lily pad access to the back, then I think it is, yes.
Yeah.
You just need to be careful with where you spend your keys.
Yes, I have to not go through the...
You can't take the
Virtues
quick
of
way
Light.
back, but... Yeah. So it's not logical access, because you could spend your keys differently, but it is access.
It's actually in logic. Since you...
No, you could lock yourself out by spending the key on at the meta fight, right? So it shouldn't be in logic.
It actually is. Because you have 2 paths available, so as soon as you have either the Gust Jar or keys. Wait, no, the back is accessible, but not the door.
The back is accessible, Mana Pillar is not, yes.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was like, no, you need to be, ensure that you have access, not just
Yes.
have access if you spend your keys the correct way.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
That wouldn't be the case with the lantern, though.
If you found the lantern, then it would put Mana Pillar into logic, yes.
Look, surely the lantern cannot be on this chest, right?
It would be funny if the lantern was on Mana Pillar. So we just knew there was another key to make that logically accessible.
Imagine. Just imagine. The meme.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the seed might deliver. Yeah, simple already have the gripping. There was no need to pick up the Mountain Dew, green water. That's again the vanilla way to access the upper part of Kreml is you place a big well, you turn Minish so the bean is big. You carry it to a hole. You water it with the special mountain spring water, and then it grows to give you access. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, basically remember, blue water, blue bean. Green water, green bean.
Yeah, it's nice and simple.
As
Just
simple
match
as
the
that.
colors.
It's as simple as that.
So Fortress Marquee, we don't know where Fortress is yet, so that might, like, since we don't know where Fortress is, we don't know whether it's an element dungeon, so no idea whether that's going to come in helpful. So yeah, there you can see that green beam.
Why am I using bombs? I can just do that, yeah.
I mean, with remote bombs, like...
I do want to
Both as
save my bombs.
Yes, you do want to keep your bombs.
Because when you only have one bomb bag, you only have 10 bombs, you want to save those.
Yeah, you did get a bomb refill in the water room, so you're not likely to run out, but yeah, it is probably best to save them.
Sorry, what? Game? Controller? Nope. How did a left input become a diagonal right down? How?
I couldn't tell you. That sounds like a fun D-pad.
Yeah, that's the
Or
joystick.
is it a stick?
The issue with that controller is that the buttons are aligned with the joystick, which I usually don't like. I prefer to play with D-pad. But yeah, fun. Second
So the scrub is the one where you usually, in the vanilla game, you get the grip ring here.
Yep.
More bomb refills. Yeah, I think you're good for...
You do that now.
Yeah, at least set your quick warp right if you want to get the 2 checks, but you might want to go through D-word first.
Wait, I can actually do...
Yeah, you have a gust shot. You can get the check here on the left.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to access the boss without the boss key. People have tried. There's a little glitch you can do with the lily pad, but it does not allow you to skip the boss key.
Interesting. Yeah. So this dungeon, in case you couldn't tell, is one that in the vanilla game you access as Minish. So that does influence what types of enemies you encounter here, and also like this barrel, which it's huge, right? Well, no, it's a small barrel. You're just tiny.
Yeah, that's a mechanic that the game uses really cleverly. Is you get normal enemies, but once you're minimized, those normal enemies can become bosses because they are huge to you.
Yeah, there's 2 bosses and a mini boss like that, and it is great. So yeah, here's, well, okay, there's a few more checks, and then there's the way down the barrel that we were talking about earlier, where Rom needs to not spend the key at the other way from that room.
Yeah.
Where you would usually spend it just because it's faster to access the back. But since we do want to access the meta pillar and we don't have a lantern, we need that key there.
I just need to not be a monkey and see door, use key, open.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
don't.
you are on the barrel side of things, so like you have to go through the barrel first anyway, so you probably won't forget to just go down the barrel instead.
Do not underestimate someone with a monkey brain. Oh! What?
Oh, red sword.
That's one of
That
the
is-
best items to get in the randomizer. It's access to Western Woods with a lot of checks.
Yeah, so those ruby caves and beanstalks we were talking about earlier, yeah, there's one of each in Western Woods. So that makes a lot of items. That is with the boots. That is also access to Caster Wilds. So yeah, a lot more checks just became accessible. Flo is saying you can't have a monkey brain. The monkey game is tomorrow. Sorry, wrong. I don't know if you're reading chat, but
I have the chat open somewhere, but not above the bingo board.
yeah, I
please.
guess it would be a lot with between the game, the bingo board, and the tracker. Like,
Yeah, you can see I love moving with the lily pad.
lily pad movement is great. So yeah, you use the gesture to push yourself backwards, and there's momentum involved, and that's yeah.
And they use that again.
People who are good at it, like they just zoom past whatever anyone else can do, and it's impressive, but also yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah, if we get the cape, we can just not use the lily pad in Temple of Droplets, which is one of the worst dungeons. I don't like dungeons with ice physics in general.
Yeah, I can see that. The ice physics, like the lily pad physics, are where you just keep sliding a bit. And with the boots, it's like you can stop yourself pretty easily, because if you start a boot stash, it will just keep you in place, and you can ignore the ice physics if you just keep dashing. But that's also not necessarily easy.
But please.
So, yeah, so this is the meta pillar that we were talking about. So this is going to be another goal once it dies. And then don't know if you want to pick up the quiver that was there just for convenience, or if you don't care. For the bow,
probably
like you
pick that
don't
up.
need the ammo upgrades as much as for the bombs. For the bombs, it's definitely nice to have a second bomb pack. For the bow, you start with 30 arrows, and that's not usually an issue.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to pick up the rupee just because it's faster to pick up the rupee than right-clicking on the tracker with my current
Sure.
setup. Red Sword does allow us to have 4 additional checks here as well.
Yeah, so there is one of the dojos here that is locked by the red sword. So, like, I don't remember which what this guy's named right now.
Greyblade. No,
Greyblade, right?
Yeah, it's the mountain, so it's grey.
Yeah.
The castle one is Grimblade because he's in the dark, so it's grim.
Yes. And then
I actually need that.
this. So, 2 more checks right now on Kreml because of the bomb bag. And I think then everything else is mid-locked.
Yes.
But actually, Fire Element does have...
It's not
checkpoint.
Fire Element, it's Beating Gleerock, specifically.
It's beating Gleerock, okay.
Yep.
One of the two, yeah. So, we haven't found Cave of Flames yet, which is the dungeon that's usually at the mountain. But beating that would get you a check in Midari's Mines. Oh, Palace Big Key. Let's hope we won't need that.
Palace
Palace
might have
is-
an element.
Yeah, it might. Which is why I'm saying let's hope we don't need that. Like, it is...
Also, with Magical Boomerang or
longest
Lamp,
dungeon.
we can do a boss door clip, so if I only need the element there, I'm just going to boss door clip. That's one of the easiest glitches, actually, in the game.
Yeah, that's fair. Though you would. Well, no, wait.
Why do I exit through the north? I want the west. Western Woods. There is west in Western Woods, right?
It is in the name. You'd think that the Western Woods is in the west, yes. It's the west part of Howfield anyways. There's stuff further west than that. Like Kester. I lost my train of thought completely. So yeah, here's one of those ruby caves where there's a golden kinstone. There's another Deepwood Shrine small key. Second bomb bag is nice. That's the Veil Falls kinstone, okay.
Bell Falls.
We don't have a lantern, so none of that's in logic, but it does give access to a few checks.
Yep, especially because we have the grip ring. Interesting.
So that's something to keep in mind, but not necessarily go for, because, yeah, like I said, it's not in logic, and it's like for bingo, it's weird where you could easily just go out of logic, but it's more likely that you will just at some point then be like, okay, now I need to go back. Whereas if you just follow logic, it's going to potentially be nicer in terms of giving you, like, just keeping continuously giving you more and more things to do, which
Game?
might not be the case if you go out of logic. You might just find absolutely
Game
nothing.
being nice to me? Really?
Yeah, I heard it's possible.
Do you believe these words?
Like I said, I heard that it's technically possible. Okay, there's the ocarina. So now going back to Deepwood with that other key for those few checks is an actual option,
Yes, it is.
since the event quest is right next to that entrance. You said a quick forward caster, right?
What did you ask?
Since you were climbing down the beanstalk instead of just quick bopping, I was confused about that.
Oh, I can't do that. I have to.
Yeah,
go
so we
that
don't have
way.
flippers or cape to be able to go that way. We do have a bow to go the long way
Wait,
around.
wait.
Yes, you do need to kill an Igor for goal.
Yeah, 3 arrows. Yeah,
So that is another goal.
yep, it is.
And
Swiftblade the first.
Swiftblade the first is again one of the dojos. This one, you need to have 7 scrolls for him to deign to teach you anything. So he's the last of the Voidmasters.
Yep.
That give you scrolls in the vanilla game. We do count the upgrades to the spin attack as scrolls in the randomizer. They are not technically scrolls in the vanilla game. You just get better at the spin attack or the great spin. But yes, the first then would be the last scroll. Not necessarily in random, since
They are also considered
can-
progressive under those settings. So the spin progression is already the same. You get spin attack, then fast charge, the spin attack, fast split, so your magic gouge charges faster, then great spin, the tornado attack, and longer great spin.
Yeah.
That was a Darknet.
that was a Darknet. I don't think we have any goals regarding Darknet
Nope.
on this board. So more golden enemies, but let's just stay here. Are you going to do the Minish checks without flippers?
Do I want to do the Minish checks? Nah.
Okay. So yeah,
Ah.
there's a Minish section that we lovingly call hiking, because you just take a long walk around Castor. But the last one is in a cave in the water, so you do need the flippers to be able to get all of them. And
You can't get to the final hiking check because you do need the flippers. That's why I don't like to do them when they're available right away.
yeah,
Though I may be dumb. That's actually the only checks in logic left.
are you sure we don't have more deepen checks, right?
I do have a few of them, but like not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. There's more deeper checks. There's the school basement we haven't done, right?
Down basement, yes. There's Simon's simulation. So I'm using a Din's Charm for it. So that's the only way to one-shot every monster, including the levers. White Sword plus Din's Charm, which is 1.5 times damage, is the only way to one-shot them, unless you have Great Spin, of course.
Isn't Din's 2 times damage?
No, it's not 2 times, it's 1.5.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and Furrow is 1.25 because it's a mitigation between Din, which enhances damage, and Neru, which enhances defense. I think I got a free fall charm at the beginning of the run through Randomizer content, but I dropped it right away because it's really not useful. You don't even get a significant boost for any boss in particular.
By the way, when you went checking out the item here in the garden earlier, did you kill any of the scissor beetles?
There was one there. I killed it.
Okay, that was the one. Yeah.
Though I'm pretty sure I missed one. In the boots check in the ranch, was there a...
Yeah, I was wondering, like, those Minish parts are the ones where usually... I remembered counting one scissor beetle, and I didn't remember whether it was here or in the...
Yeah, it was in the school garden.
Okay.
You know what, I'm going there. Pretty sure I missed those.
Yeah, I don't remember noticing them anyways. So if you did kill them, you didn't point it out.
There are only pestos here, okay.
There are only pestos here. I remembered wrong.
Yeah, there are just like those worms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confusing the beetles with the worms.
So yeah, I guess the thing to do is going to be to go back to Ebert after this.
I agree with that. Oh, by the way, I didn't check Ocarina of Wind. Ocarina was actually in the board. I may miss a lot of goals. Sorry for that.
Oh, Ocarina was a goal. Yeah.
Yep, it was.
Great. Yeah, I did not pay attention to that. So yeah, this is the door that we mentioned earlier where the key could have been used, which would not have been great at the time since we wouldn't have been able to access the Meta Pillar. Now that we have the extra keys, there is one more check on this.
There's also the boss key check. With the
there
last
is the boss key check. Yeah, I guess you are at few enough checks that you should just clear that as well. But yeah, maybe hiking would have been better, even if it was just short hiking.
It's going to be Castle World. I swear, every time a French or Francophone runner makes a decision regarding Castor Wild, it's always a bad decision. We always get screwed up by Castor. It's like a theorem from...
Is the lily pad down here if you go that way? Or do you need to jump back down the barrel?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering if you went for the compass just whether the lily pad would be there or if you need to go this way.
Hey,
Lily pad spawn behavior is weird in this game.
you liked the first travel with the lily pad? Hey, there's another one.
I mean, this one's not that bad.
Yeah,
right?
so there's a little trick. If you are at full speed, you do a side puff and you get a small boost. like this.
Yeah.
Doing that vanilla because we don't have the cape. With the cape, you just jump on the right and done.
Yeah, cape makes this check a lot faster. Capes makes a lot of checks a lot faster, to be fair.
Yeah. It
Okay, that was
does.
nothing.
It does so happen that when you get the final dungeon item early, you are able to break a lot of things.
Yeah, turns out Capcom did not intend for you to have the cape when doing deep wood, so it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, we are going hiking.
Okay,
would
place
be
your
the
bets. Do we get flippers in here?
What would be the most annoying item to find here? Guess like
Dog food?
wall mitts? Yeah, I mean, okay, sure, fetch quests, right? But like, in
Fetch
terms
quests
of
are
actual-
required. By the way, it says 4 fetch quests.
But-
We do need
Yeah.
to specify what is considered a fetch quest. It's an item that you give to an NPC and the NPC gives you a reward. So for instance, the Karloff medal opens the figurine house. It is not a fetch quest because it's not an NPC giving you the reward. In this case, Tingle Trophy does give you a reward by talking to Tingle. The dog food, by talking to the dog. Giving the 3 books to the library because you get a reward from a yellow Minish that we call Yellery. And Rem, you give him the mushroom to wake him up.
Yeah.
Okay, the bow chest. That's why you get a bow in a vanilla game.
That doesn't help.
No, Darker Castle is barren. That's not that.
So yeah, since we did find the Wavefall Skinstone, it does feel like the progression item is going to be the lantern, right?
Probably.
But yeah, could be
Okay.
a step removed still.
That's
I guess
another reason
the
why
flippers
I...
would be really nice since you would be able to finish hiking.
Yeah, that's another reason why I don't like doing those without flippers, because you have to take the lily pad. It's so slow.
Yeah.
Oh no, really?
Okay, in terms of when I asked what is the most annoying item you could find, I was not thinking about Java Nut.
Okay, so the
I
dungeon
think
in the
that's-
forest can open by 2 conditions. You either get the flippers so you enter the dungeon as a Minish because you can cross the small pond of water, or you get the vanilla way, which is getting the Jabba Nut to be able to speak Minish, and then be able to take the normal path because you can talk to the minister, which will then get out of the path. Guess
Yeah.
what? That's the last
So-
location. Last logical location for
This is a
Jabba
great
Nut
scene.
entrance rule.
We had a required London key into a required Java Nut. This is a great seed.
I always roll great seats in that regard. Okay, that's an
Uh,
elemental dungeon, so that's what we get going for us.
Yeah, that is the good thing about this. Droplets. We don't have a lantern.
We do,
We do have the big key, so we are able to access some stuff. You probably want to save scum the key here, right?
Alright, I can save scum. We don't have a requirement to full clear droplets or such, so I can save scum the left check here, which is the boss key chest, normally.
Yeah, so the gimmick of this dungeon is these, like...
I don't have the
doors,
cape, so I will need to use the key for the lily pad to reach the blue warp. And actually
Yeah.
clear the path. We don't have the lantern, so right path is locked unless I get the blue warp.
Well, about that. Okay then. Game's being funny. So there's the lantern. Which
Really, game?
changes a lot about how you would want to approach this dungeon. So now we can do Octo.
can we reach Octo?
I think, like,
We have vanilla
With-
requirements, Octo.
the only thing would be keys, right? You might know I think you would need another key, like another set of keys or the cape.
No, because if I save scam this spot... Wait, I can make... Yeah, I can melt the
Yeah,
block.
okay.
I was going glitchless speedrun. Yeah.
Both paths require one key somewhere along the way, right?
Yeah, I can...
Yeah, so you say right. You have 2 keys.
Yeah,
Is it just?
Yeah, I will just not open this. Maybe...
You don't open blue shoe and you don't open that and.
I think I'm going to do blue chew.
Well, if you do blue shoe, I think like blue shoe requires a small key, right?
Yeah, it's just that safe scumming blue chew is not optimal because you have to walk all the way back.
Right.
I cannot reach
No, we
that.
need cable
Oh, right, I
flippers.
don't have the flippers. I need the flippers
We
to
do
get
need
to the lily pad.
flippers.
What did this seed? Oh, that means I cannot even get to the blue warp. Octo is not accessible.
No, I wasn't even thinking about that because I'm not used
Really?
to dungeon entrance randomizer, and you need one of cable flippers to access the normal droplet spot. The seed is being funny. It's not logical access to Octo, right? It's just access to Octo because you could spend a key here on Blue Chew.
Yeah, it's out of logic just because of
More keys.
Yeah.
Yay? Okay.
What is
yeah,
this
I think-
seed? It's trolling me. It's Castor Wild for
To be
Jabbernet, for
It
the
could be a
lamp,
lot-
for the flippers.
It could be a lot more, like a lot worse if it didn't place these here, right? Like it could make you go back to town with the lantern check to pick up flippers or something like that. This is a lot nicer.
Okay, so we are at 1. That's going to be 3 more here.
Yep. So that puts us to 4. Don't remember how many Caesar Beetles are cheesable in Simons. But there's a couple more in droplets.
Yep, there are 2 more at the blue warp. Okay, that's 4.
So 4 out of 9. I don't even remember where all the hiking has one, right?
Yep, there are, I think, 2 of them?
Or 2? Yeah. Okay.
We're going to check that after. I don't trust the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like it's also progress
Oh,
towards that goal,
there
so-
are a lot of beetles actually in droplets.
Yeah, no, most of the scissor beetles are in droplets. Like on the where else are they? Are there ones on the ice plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that just all of them?
That's a lot of fairies.
No, there's but if we go out of logic, no, it's in logic. If we go up there first, there's one.
Did we?
Ones.
Okay,
Am I misremembering completely, or are there ones?
okay,
there?
I think I got a bottle glitch. Unintentionally, because I triggered I used the bottle at the same time as a cutscene displayed. So I couldn't get my fairies in bottles. Nice.
Well.
Okay, so that's
So
a
this
key
is
I
one
have to
key.
use.
And then this is the spot where it would be really nice to have a cape,
Yeah.
but we don't, unless it's. coming up right
Don't
now.
say it. Don't say it.
We don't have a cape, unfortunately.
Do not say it. Don't. Please. Okay, no, it's not there.
Okay. So yeah, So with the cape, you would be able to jump in that room to go to right to the end of the other path for the other level, which then lets you not do the long way for that. But yeah, now like there's a long section coming up that won't have any item checks at all that we just need to go through to be able to access Octo.
Yeah, if you wanted to be faster, you could probably Ocarina glitch, or even at the start of the dungeon, you could have boss door clipped. Those are glitches I'm not very comfortable. I have not learned the any percent route yet for droplets.
Yeah.
But it could have been much faster.
You could have, yeah, you could have gone. I think the boss door clip straight to the blue orb isn't.
And even with that, I could have actually attempted a octoclip. Could have tried octoclip.
Sure, if you wanted to, but
Look, for the content.
So there are glitches in this dungeon as well, but octoclip's probably the most recently found of those, right? Where
I could also try a lily clip now that I can actually access the lily pad. There are a lot of things you can do in droplets.
yes. Stuff to think about.
Okay,
So this is, I guess this is a good reason not to do that.
okay, for the
right?
water, that's 5, 6,
6,
7. Okay.
7. And that
there are two. Yeah, I'll be facing two of them.
Right?
Yeah, 2 of them in the blue warp room, so that's going to be a goal for that. So sorry,
Yeah,
I'm cutting you off because
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit excited.
No, it's great. You cut me off. Like, yes, there's the blue warp room. We are going to have that. And then we're also going, like, and once we got to the blue warp room, we're also just about shy of doing Octo, so...
That Mother Pillar room is going horribly wrong.
This Metapillar room always goes horribly wrong. Yeah. So we're just about coming up on the end of this section.
Yep.
To access the boss of this dungeon, which is the Octorok that you can. We did already see frozen in this room. You need to unfreeze it, so you need to, like with the other rooms where we have it, right? Shine some light on it. These 2 levers at the upper part of this room where you push them to open up half each of the roof. The reason that nothing opened up there is that if you do them in the wrong order in the vanilla game, you would just get soft locked. Since it starts the cutscene and then waits for Octo to be unthawed, but it doesn't because the other roof isn't open yet. I think is the reason. Anyways, in the randomizer, it just doesn't trigger the cutscene for the left lever until the cutscene for the right lever is done. So
yeah, and
we're going to see both cutscenes right after one another once we get to the blue warp and the other lever.
Exactly. Yep. Why am I trying to explain things? You are explaining things good.
I mean, you are welcome to jump in, right?
I'm only cutting you off. That's just I'm just being kind of rude. So
yeah, I'm trying to let you play and worry about filling the air.
I mean,
so yeah, there's a couple of spots underwater. We already got a couple of spots on the upper part. There's this lower part.
To be honest, gameplay isn't hard right now. It's lily pad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lily pad. It's whatever.
That's good news. We have 3 Royal Crypt small keys, so if we find Royal Crypt's entrance, which is required because we have to enter Royal Crypt, if it's an element, that's a very quick element.
Yes. Which there's a good chance that one of the other elemental dungeons is going to be ripped, right? since it's putting it in logic that early with the more keys, feels more likely.
By the way, once we get our blue sword, that's immediate access to the dungeon in the Royal Valley, but I think it's not elemental.
No, the non-elemental dungeons were Dropless Entrance and Palace Entrance and Dark Rock Castle.
Oh, it's elemental. Never
Crypt
mind.
Entrance is elemental. Yeah, it's Crypt and Fortress Entrance that are the other two elements. Which, like you said, blue. We already got the Graveyard Key, so it's just Blue Warp. Well, we have Graveyard Key and Boots, so it's just Blue Warp for the Blue Sword for the Crypt Entrance, and then we do need the Kinstones for the Fortress Entrance. So what you saw there, swimming through the screen transition, that's to make the lily pad respawn at the start of this room.
Yep, basically,
Because when it's moving, when you transition, it doesn't save its current position the way it would usually do, so it just is like, there's no current position, I guess I'll just spawn here when you re-enter the room.
It's not a glitch because we actually use that in Glitchless. That's just exploiting the respawn point. As that's actually how it was planned by the developer. It was actually intentional, so you don't soft lock. And I'm going to do that again.
Yeah, so the reason Rom needs to do that here, so the first one was just to skip that puzzle where you have like to push some ice blocks onto the switch. The second one here is, well, we can't climb out of the water at that spot without the lily pad being there. Which if we had a cape wouldn't be an issue, you could just jump from one ice platform to the other, but we don't have a cape, so...
Right, would be nice to have a cape, right?
It would be convenient, it's always convenient. There's a decent number of checks at the moment, so... And that's a goal.
Yep. We
That
actually
is
had
9
one
unique
extra.
scissor beetles. Yeah, we have killed 10 unique scissor beetles, which is famously more than 9, so... And then, like I said, right after is the level cutscenes, which we're now getting the cutscene for the right level, and then right after it's going to start the cutscene for the left level. The reason it zooms in on where that ice block was is that that is the usual way you would access the that side of the dungeon, which is the one we did first with the lantern.
Yep.
In the vanilla game, you get the lantern on that side, so you wouldn't be able to get over there before then. So here, the question mark is an item where it's like we haven't managed to show it the correct item. In the vanilla game, it's an element. There's like the special behavior with it being an eye, so it's just easier to just show a question mark. And well, we wanted the element, but the Octorok's like, nope, I need that. So now we get to kill the Octorok.
By the way, in the vanilla game, speedrunners would save and quit there to prepare for an RNG manip. Under the current version of the randomizer, we have a patch that fixes Octo's RNG, so I just go into the fight. So I don't need to actually count the RNG calls. It's going to be a natural 3 rocks, which is nice.
Yeah.
If I had the mirror shield, I would be able to showcase a nice graphical bug. Unfortunately, we don't have the mirror shield.
Yeah, so the 3 rocks that Rom meant is the last phase of the fight, so what's coming up after the next time that he gets frozen and set on fire, has multiple options that get chosen from randomly, which is either that the Octorok shoots out 3 rocks, one after another, which is a nice pattern because you reflect them all back and then it just dies most quickly. It can also decide to throw a tantrum and like what's the other pattern? It's 1 rock and then like make that fall, or there's the dark stuff. Yeah, I don't remember the other patterns right now, but
yeah.
But this is in a vanilla game, like I mentioned, you would use an RNG manip to force it to be that pattern. Here we just get it for free. And that's our first element.
Yep.
So it's another go for Kill Octo and 1 out of 4 elements for the goal at the very center of the board.
Yep.
And we did not full clear this dungeon. There is Blue Chew left.
Yeah, Blue Chew and the check eye saves came earlier, but yeah, we don't need
Yeah,
it.
sure, but like, we know that's not anything important. But
Yeah.
Blue Chew technically still could.
Let's not.
It's not. Clearly Blue Chew is not. The seed would never do that.
I'm going to rush a few checks because there are checks I know I can do that are goals.
Yeah, so with the flippers we can access Great Blade, so the item from Great Blade is accessible. What else do we have? The item from Dempe. Right, so we can head...
No, we need
No,
blue
we don't
sword.
have Blue Sword. Why did I think we had Blue Sword?
I don't know.
We were talking about it earlier, and...
Yeah, it doesn't matter because the blue sword is going to be here. It's blue, but it's not a sword.
yeah, almost. Half right.
B.
So... probably false, right? For check density. Or is there anything else for gold that I missed? That we can do right now? Okay, so Roms is that going to the sewers? You would, in the vanilla game, you would do the book quest to be able to climb up the backs of some books in the bookshelf in the library there, and then get thrown down into the sewers from above by the Brari, a Minish elder who's living there, to then get the flippers, and then you take the way that Rom took to get in here to get back out. Since we do already have the flippers, we can just not do that, and there's more scissor beetles. Don't need to count them anymore, but that's going to be 12. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I had to mute myself for a moment.
yeah, I was worrying about that, right?
Yeah,
I
it
was
always
just
is-
checking whether you had only muted yourself in Discord or also on the stream.
I muted on both.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it took time. Yeah, just...
Yeah, so this check is an easy one to forget. Oh, one of the books for the
Hey,
book
that's
quest
like-
that we just talked about.
Yeah, that's actually required. We need the... Yeah.
We do need the fetch quest, so... Yep. And then... How many of the... So here with the... well, there's a bit of a mini puzzle where if you come in from all the sides you then get another chest, open the whole lapis all there. We would need the Molmets for the left path, and is it blue sword for the right path? I think it is, right?
Okay, who wants to make a bet? Is the blue sword on the cookers?
Oh, you think it would be?
Dude, I rolled the seed. It's obviously going to be something mean.
Fair. But I don't know. It's yeah. So this minigame is one of the more annoying checks because so In the vanilla game, there's like 10 levels of it, which you could do the first few without any items, but this last one that it's set to requires either the cape or the flippers to be able to get to the left side of town quickly enough during the game. And that's the one that we usually use for the randomizer. There is nowadays a setting that you can actually have 10 items on Cocos instead of just randomizing the harpies that you get for the last game. But we did not meet the incentive for that, so you're going to have to just see the one level of Cocos. And yeah, this is the elder library that I was talking about earlier in the library. He has a holiday vacation spot here that he lives at.
Out of
And
logic.
then you can just jump down from there to... well, it does let you go out of logic to skip boots for some of these checks that Rom is doing right now. We do have the boots.
It's in
so
logic, but
we're not going out of logic right now, but it's still faster to do it like this.
it's in logic, but I'm
just for
doing the out
efficiency.
of logic way. Because why not?
Yeah. Just making it a bit more efficient. And the reason that Rom's going for this check specifically first out of all the ones that are accessible is that because you go into Minish Woods, it sets your quick warp location here, so you can just quick warp after
It's
each
Minish
of the
Woods.
other two checks to be able to
I have to do it.
more quickly get to the other one.
I'm only missing Mulmits to full clear Minish Woods, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if we get it.
Yes, so...
May I know what's the timer currently, please?
Yep. So timer's at 1 hour 18 minutes.
Oh, so 40 minutes left?
About 41 minutes left, yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
You're doing great. You mind if I jump in for a quick suck though?
Sure.
Alright, I want to remind everyone, we are here raising money for Fred Hutch. Here's a cool fact, in 2024, Fred Hutch cared for 63,000 unique patients, performed 360 adult bone marrow transplants, and completed over 11,000 cancer screenings. That is 11,000 more than I did in 2024, I will say. Which is incredible. I also want to let everyone know that my hosting shift is coming to an end, but I am leaving you in very capable hands of Pika and Killer Chair. So, good luck with the rest of the Minish Cap run.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing more of the Zelda block here.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Rob.
Yeah. You do well to remind that it's an entire Zelda block, because after that it's going to be the two Nintendo 64 Zelda games in a row in a four-way bingo race for both of them.
Yeah, we had the Zelda block starting with Skyward Sword, then there was the Breath of the Wild cooking segment, and then we had Minish Cap.
Yep.
So yeah, here's another dungeon entrance. That's Cave of Flames. We don't have a key. How much can we do?
Nothing. I can.
Most of it if you go for glitches, right?
I could. It's an easy one as well. The angle retention there.
But it is not an element.
That's a lot of checks.
It is a lot of checks. You
Not
also don't have a cave.
a lot
Yeah.
actually, but yeah. The most of the checks are here in the rupees, and ugh. Wow.
Yeah, those aren't great.
Now imagine there's the boss key here.
You do have the cane, so if you go for the angle retention, you do get the blue orb. So...
That's true. I only need one small key to actually be able to clear the dungeon.
Yeah, and the big key for the boss.
No, I
Oh
don't
no,
even
you
need a
can
big key.
go. You don't. Yeah, if you. Yeah. Never mind. There's more glitches.
Actually,
forget.
never mind. I think having fast charge makes it so the setup for the angle retention boss key skip actually doesn't work.
Oh, really?
yeah, I can't seem to get it to work, and normally you can toggle some scrolls on and off in the menu, but it doesn't work for the spin upgrades. Like, doing so will actually turn the spin off.
Wait, now I'm trying to remember what that setup was like. Why would...
I could use shield, but my timing is really not great with the shield, and I get the roll, a roll instead of pulling back the pillar. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we would need a small key to even consider that anyways.
There is actually
Highly
another
plausible
setup
that
in
the
the
big key
lava
will come
basement,
first.
but that one is much more obscure.
But yeah, there is going to be... Like, I'm guessing you are going to go for the angle retention for the blue warp, right?
Okay, so... do you want to explain how angle retention works while I make my way up there?
Sure. So basically, in this game, there's a direction value, which is usually like one of the 4 cardinal directions that you go in. That does get used when pulling and pushing stuff, for example. The thing is, when you are... So that's your facing direction, not your movement direction specifically. So if you, for example, pull out your sword, you can move in a different direction than the one you're facing. That's normal behavior. What's not as normal is that when you jump out of a hole in a diagonal, it does actually set that facing direction to a diagonal. So then if you maintain that diagonal direction, you can pull things, well, opposite your facing direction, right? So they move diagonally the other way.
Yeah, the goal for that is to just erase the loading zone up there. That's the only way. That's the only reason we're doing that.
Yeah, so because you're pulling the chest on a pillar through the loading zone, that's the soft lock.
That's a soft lock. Well, I cannot try it again, so... Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. That's okay. That was.
So there's a bit of a setup where you do either like a specific number of rolls or something to hopefully position yourself correctly. But that was just a bit too far north when going into the transition there.
Yeah, I felt like my setup was not correct because I did a bad diagonal up left at the start, so I was not right enough. So I went too far up when I was hitting the screen transition on the right when I was out of bound. That's why I was too far up.
Yeah, I didn't see which setup you went for. There's a couple different ways you can do that are like differ in how safe versus how fast they are. But yeah, this is very false. So that room is the reason that all of these checks are behind lantern, because clearly you wouldn't be able to do that room without the lantern, right?
Yeah, that's the logic
Right?
stuff. Yep.
Well, Rom didn't use the lantern, so it's a really easy skip, but it is skip. Okay, that's not a spin upgrade. So another nicety of the
So I
being
can
able to
actually
pick up
go
items.
there.
You don't have moments. I don't
Yep.
know why you're checking the obscure spot.
I can actually go there afoot, but just saves time to get the spin upgrade right now.
Yes, those checks are accessible with the cane and flippers, but since, yeah, I guess there would be the hard piece on the way that you are now skipping a bit more, and split blade. But yeah, there's just a lot more checks here, so it makes sense to go for that first.
May I interrupt for a quick second?
No.
Yes, you can also.
Yeah, alright, bye then.
I'm
To be
joking.
fair, my wording was probably not the best.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, that's actually for good news because we have a donation. We've received a $100 donation from Nordic with a comment saying, "Just wanted to send a little something your way since I'm still sick as a dog and can't lend my voice to the marathon this go around. I miss you all, and I've been loving the run so far. Hope the rest of the marathon goes well, and Pika doesn't overwork himself. At least not any more than usual. Also, hey Rob, is a single minecart a train? I'm pretty sure Rob is still in chat right now, so I'm sure Rob will appreciate that last message. But yes, I mean, what do you guys think as well? Is the minecart that we saw in the Fire Caves a train? Can you consider that a train?
It's a vehicle that advances on ground tracks. So according to the definition Rob gave us earlier in the Restream private chat, I'd say yes, it is.
I feel like a train needs to be at least like pulling thing, like something like a chain of wagons or something, right? Like it's not.
I suppose the fact that it's only a single wagon might be where things might get tricky.
Yeah.
But it's a part of a train.
This is
It's
one of
like
those.
if you-
There's a hot dog.
If you
a
tie
sandwich.
multiple minecarts together, obviously that's a train, right? But I don't think a single minecart is a train.
This is one of those. Is a hot dog a sandwich kind of conversations, isn't it?
Yes,
Of course.
it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately I will have to drop out since we start a bit behind schedule. So you guys can keep doing those kind of conversations to entertain Rom when he needs to concentrate, and otherwise I'll leave in Rom's capable hands to explain the rest of stuff.
So you may have heard me not being happy. So I was struggling with Cable Flame's glitch to save a key. The game gave me the 2 small keys at the same location. Yeah, end of the joke. Did my internet drop?
That seems to be fine.
You're here, yeah. I think it's iBot who left
Oh,
the...
right, he had to left. Yeah. Alright. So I have a few checks left in Castlewald, mainly because I didn't have the flippers first time I went there. Not there. Oh, Dogfood, that's actually a trade quest item. That's perfect. I'm going to do what we called earlier as hiking. There are 2 checks there. There aren't many locations left, actually. So what would give me more goals? Quite immediately would be Molmates, so I can full clear Minish Woods. Blue Sword. It allows me to access the graveyard where Dampe is. Progressive Bow, because that would be light arrows. Oh, hi Molmates. Well, okay, that's one goal that I'll be able to do in a few minutes. So we got that going for us. We can also explore the entirety of Cloud Tops without the Rockscape. Yeah, the game is not being very nice. Okay, just going to get the Molmates check in here, and then I play the Ocarina. I go to the near the forest and get the goal. It's there. Ah. Actually, I don't have to use the Ocarina. There are a lot of checks in Westwoods through digging spots. It's going to go through Western Woods and do the entire route so I can get all the checks. Hey, that's Kovboski. Nice. I also have the lanterns, so I can do Percy's checks. So there's a meme inside the Minish Cap Randomizer community that Percy never has anything, always skip Percy. And then you lose some tournament matches because Percy suddenly has something. Always funny to see. But Percy had nothing today, so we could have skipped Percy. Wait, I didn't check the goal. Yeah, thank you. For the fetch quest, I need one additional book, I need Tingle's trophy, and I need a mushroom. Okay, I can see the freestanding gear, it's a big red rupee, not required. To be clear, clearing the area does not mean I have to full clear the dungeon that is in this area, fortunately. So I actually do not have to clear Temple of Droplets to clear the forest. Darkel Castle, big key. I don't want to go fight Vati. Okay, that's full clear Minish Woods. Nope. Going back to the lake through the cave, because it's a bit faster. I can do both digging caves. The one above we like to call Cave 25, because the hexadecimal identifier for that cave reads as 25 in decimal. They would shrine big, so we can get another element quite easily at that. I cannot do the grotto because I'm dumb. I forgot, I don't have the cape. I need a cape for cave 25. Okay. Let's do a obscure spot. May I have a reminder of how much time is left, please?
Yeah, you've got 25 minutes left.
Okay. I'll do my best, but obviously I think I don't need to specify that blackout is a bit not possible at this point. I'll try to get as many goals as I can, obviously, but yeah. A bit of a hard seed, but very funny. Lower Vale Falls. I'm going to explore Upper Vale Falls with the Molmets. I can even explore the entirety of Cloud Tops. Huh. That's a lot. I'm probably going to go for check density since I have a lot of goals that are like find this item. Like down thrust, light arrows, air shield. And so on, so yeah. I'll see if I find some elemental dungeons, I'll see what they are. I do have Cloudtop's dungeon entrance. If that's Royal Crypt, I can enter Royal Crypt. I can actually complete Royal Crypt without the blue sword. Out of logic, but possible nonetheless. So there are a lot of digging spots in Cloudtops as well. You can actually dig in the clouds, and you have hidden items in some of them. Yeah, don't hesitate if you have questions to ask. I actually have to check the chat open. Oh. Late? Late? Come here. Thank you. So those are cloth sharks. They are not required for the bingo grid. Yeah. My English is getting a bit hazardous. J'ai glissé, chef. Expect a bit of French as well. Yeah, shoutouts to the people on the French stream who are actually commentating. Ah. Yeah, so I'm doing it the vanilla way, just as you do in the game, but in the randomizer generally you really want to have Rockscape to do Cloudtops. It speeds things up much more. Oh yeah, I have to go down here. So I have like 20 minutes left. Let's try to be a bit faster. A bit of a glitches optimization. We can take this tornado and backward. It's a bit faster than having to go to the lower level again. Oh, really? Okay. I don't need hertz anymore. There is a check behind 10 hertz. I already corrected it. That's Waveblade at the lake. I don't need any additional hertz. Okay, I'm probably expecting to get my blue sword or the swamp kinstones in the Wind Tribe Tower. Both of them would be useful for my goals. Item from Dumpe with the blue sword. Wind Rune's Beanstalk with the swamp kinstones. I am missing one key for Palace, unfortunately. Palace keyrings are 2 keys by 2 keys, so I do need 4 keys in the end to get the goal. Nice roll attack in front of the chest. I don't have the power bracelets to do the pot push puzzle in Palace of Winds. Though with the boss key I can go the other way and collect the item from the other way, which would count. I got no progression to the Wind Tribe Tower. Interesting. Okay, non-elemental dungeon entrance. Oh no. There's always a sword in Fortress. Okay, I'm going to explore it a bit. You can actually burn the Wizrobes. If Mazal had been an element, I would have tried the portal item to access the boss with the boss key. Though it's not an element, so I'm not going to try it. Oh, I see a boss key. That's Fortress boss key inside Fortress. I don't want to full clear. That's Lighter Rose. Okay, Lighter Rose acquired. I cannot full clear Fortress actually, I'm missing some keys. Oh, I actually cancelled my shot. Okay. You can one-shot the eye goals with Light Arrows, but it takes too long to charge the arrows, so just shoot 3 times. And since I have the boot, I can boot cancel, which cancels the animation of Link pulling the bow back after shooting. It's just faster to spam the arrows. You can actually squeeze the clone in here, so you don't need to push the other block. I'm going to save here. The cutscene of the item falling the floors is so long that we prefer to save scan the animation as soon as we see it's not required. Okay, more useless restandings. I do not need Darker Castle's small keys. I'm going to keep going inside Fortress. Do I really want to? I actually have better locations to do. The decision is tough, because I'm looking for specific items. I should be doing all items I can. I don't want the butterfly. Butterflies are nice items, but it's not really hard required. I'm going to do 2 more checks, and that's all. I'm not going to do the boss. I really wanted to save some time. The boss here in non-limited dungeons are worth 2 checks. I am very happy I did this check. That's downstrike. Just doing the boss here because that's the only thing that's missing. It's an element. Yeah, I can do that pretty easily. I'll check Milarius Mines because that's 10 digging items. Maybe the grotto, it's a quick freestanding. Yeah, giant green 2. Remember, it's not the enemy that is big. We are the small one here. Oh, on the other side, bruh. Okay, second element. Okay, nope, I didn't want to equip the bomb, I want to equip the Molmits. Okay, so 10 digging spots. I was not expecting to find the Rockscape that late. That opens up a lot. Okay, I have like 8 minutes left. Let's think how the watch should be more optimal. I think I won't be going back to dungeons. Like, checking new entrances yes, because I do need to find Royal Crypt. But I try to stay out of dungeons. I'll try to do quick checks. After that, I'm going to the lake, do the cave 25. That's 10 additional grouped checks. After that, I should be clearing town because I have the cape unlocks the bell. I have the Molbit's Grotto. I can full clear the fountain. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's try to be fast. Power bracelets. Okay. I guess that's one additional check in town, which will be on the way to the fountain. I'm glad we have the Molmet butterfly. The butterfly allows us to use the item much faster. So Flipper's butterfly allows you to swim faster. Bow butterflies allows you to shoot arrows faster, but is kinda useless if you know how to boot console. And its butterfly allows you to dig much faster. Okay, Beanstalk. I didn't need the last bomb bag. Okay. 5 minutes left. Setting up the quick warp is a bit faster than the Okana animation, and I can just do this check on the way as well. Go. Yeah, I killed a little spider across the wall, so it doesn't block my way later. Your sword has a long range and it can actually go through walls. Long spin, but not one. That's a lot of golds that are going to be missing. I roll a really mean seed, to be honest. Okay, so here I'm going to go for the combo with Dr. Left's check. So there's a book in the attic that you have to make full. You need the power bracelets to push the furniture here. Power bracelets are normally found in a fountain, which is the location I'm going to do after that. Yeah, the game wants you to do a lot of backtracking in a vanilla game. Oh, Tingle Trophy. That's a fetch quest item. I'm still missing a book and the mushroom though. For the fetch quest. Okay, freestanding here. Do I actually have time to go for the beanstalk? Oh god. Okay, let's be fast. I'm going to not pick up the Tingle Trophy. I have like 1 minute and a half. Okay, that should be one additional goal. I'm going to do my best to get it in the remaining time. 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's going to be my worst score for that category, but yeah, mean seed. 1 minute. 1 minute warning. Don't hesitate to tell me when the timer hits 2 hours, so I stop playing.
Sounds good, but at the moment I just feel so invested in seeing whether we can get that clutch final goal. You can do it.
I try. Okay, it's just up there. I need to defeat 3 Tektites and climb. Go, Link, go! 10 seconds! It's just a big chest to open.
2 hours has been hit.
No!
Oh, were we seconds away from reaching the goal?
Yeah, just, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so close. Oh,
yeah.
That's the game. Oh, that wasn't nice. Oh, that.
Yeah, that's the category. That's, yeah.
I
Sometimes,
still say close enough.
yeah, sometimes you get good seeds. My best score in practice was -1 goal. Today we have -9 goals. Yeah. I generated a spoiler log, but I'm not going to read it. I believe we are a bit behind schedule, so I'm not going to push it. Thank you for allowing me to yet again showcase Randomizer Bingo. I've done so in the past with Final Fantasy V, with Minish in multiple Bingothons. I'm always happy to showcase it here. Thank you so much for having me. Best of luck for the next runners, and I believe I'm being weighted on the French side, so I'm going to not be too late there. Thank you very much, and goodbye, Bingothon.
Yes, and thank you so much for that run. I'd hopped in halfway through it, but it's always a delight seeing Minish Cap. It's a wonderful little game. Next up, we do have a Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask single bingo 4-way race. So that's a whole big thing. It's got to be a full voice chat here. I'm looking forward to it. Once again, thank you, and let's get set up for that. Let's head over. Tech is available to move us over.
Wait, oh wait. I'm assuming is Rexy hearing us?
Okay, I can push the button as well, so just wait a few seconds. Yeah, just so I can see myself out.
DX randomizer. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey, look at that, it's D7. Believe it or not, I cannot really do anything in this dungeon with just my character pool, and I totally pretended to die there. Don't worry about it. Oh, there's an L statue right here. The letter! Alright, let's go give Mr. Ray his letter. All I have is this secret station!
Are you okay?
No! I got the tail key. Let's go use the tail key. Let's go put the tail key in the hole, the slot hole. Let's go put the key in the hole, keyhole.
The hole in the key.
Look,
We'll put the hole in the key as we put the house in the cow. I didn't think I would ever be in
Put the key in the hole. Put the key in the hole. Get the key for the keyhole. The keyhole. This is painful. Alright. We're gonna keep doing this until we are sufficiently into the floor below us. We now walk onto this and pop over here like this.
And we will be here for some time. Oh boy.
I have to make this gap jump or I'm gonna cry. Never mind, I'm crying.
Are you okay? Stop falling down.
I can't. Not be got zip zap zoom bap. Zip zap zoom bap. This is it, the last jump. Chat, to pop off, freaking pop off, baby, let's go! Just had a very sudden, very sad realization. There was always going to be the chance that I couldn't fight this mini boss. All of this for content.
Yeah, we should soon be able to start. Okay, nice. Okay, so shall I start speaking, and then we can just kind of go from there?
Sure.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna put this live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bingothon Winter 2025. So I hope you've just all enjoyed this run of the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap Randomizer by Rom-Steïn. It's all going on smoothly here on this Zelda vlog we've been having today. We've had Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, and now obviously up next we've got the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and after that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So if you're a Zelda fan, like, today is definitely your day for combining Zelda and Bingo. You're gonna have a good time with it. As a reminder, to anyone who might just be popping in right now to watch the upcoming Majora's Mask run, we are raising funds for the Fred Hutch Cancer Center, which is an amazing organization, which is a cancer research center where world-renowned scientists and humanitarians work together to prevent, diagnose, and treat cancer, HIV, and many other diseases. Over the years at Bingothon, since 2020, we've raised over $17,000, accounting for all the marathons we've benefited them for. And so it's always been a joy to raise funds for them, because they do such amazing work. And so it was amazing to see donations towards them. And so, Killer Chair, why don't you talk to us about some of the stuff people can do with their donations? I believe there are some incentives maybe people can use them for.
Yeah, we definitely have a couple of good incentives. Later on, basically during early night time, there is a Shadow the Hedgehog 2-player mod, and there is a bit war for that for character models, which I always like to see in games like that, to see how they change the character models up and see how that all looks. Like, you got Omega and Rouge Scourge and Surge, Shadow and Cream, Sonic and Knuckles, Super Sonic, Super Shadow, or Vector and Charmy. And as a Vector fan myself, you know, maybe put some money towards that. It's definitely still up for grabs, no matter what character you enjoy out of those pairs. And we also have a Rayman 2 Incentivo button, which is $75 total, which is a bonus 2v2 single bingo run. So that's just more bingo for some donations you could put towards it.
Oh yeah, that's that definitely sounds exciting. You know, especially more bingo with more donations. So it's an exciting time. So obviously, as has been brought up, these incentives are for a bit later. For any of us who are like in European time zones, that's like early morning tomorrow. But for any people based in the US, that might be in that case quite late night for you, which means it will be it should be made for a nice relaxing evening. I think, you know, to watch these runs, and also with the incentives met, because they obviously will.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far, let's see here. I'm just checking where we're at on the setup of Majora's Mask. Looks like they're still setting up. So in the meantime, we'll just be right back. Yeah, in a short bit. We'll let you know once the run is ready to go. In the meantime, go grab yourself some warm drink, anything. Relax.
Get up and stretch, you know? Make sure
Exactly.
you hold it.
That's a great idea, indeed. So definitely do that, and you'll be hearing back from us when they're ready.
Alright everybody, looks like we are just about ready to get this Majora's Mask 4-way race going. So as soon as everyone's ready, then we'll take a look at that.